Hey, what's up, folks? It's Kendall Desmond with a new episode of TNE. Um, is this the first episode of the year that I record? No, it ain't. But the name of this episode, as y'all saw, is called 2K24, and it's basically like I'm finna just get into it. Do what we're finna talk about. Um, I know everybody have New Year's resolutions and all that type of shit, and some people follow through and some people don't. Um, but this year, this is what we gonna do. Myself included, and all of y'all, the Nerdvanians, just to go. We're gonna make a list. It's kind of like New Year's resolution, but it's like just a set of goals for throughout the year. A set of long term goals, a set of short term goals. Right? All right. We're finna start with me. And y'all, I already wrote down my goals, long term and short term. I'm finna list a couple of them. Hold on, let me get my pad. So before I go into my list of goals, y'all need to understand that no matter what you decide to do, no matter how big, no matter how small, no matter what you decide to do, you are able to do it. I'm a living example. Not even a full year ago, I decided to start TNE. And I got with my brother Jay, and we threw up names and ideas for the show. We came up with the Nirvana experience. Then we did brainstorming to see what we are gonna be talking about on TNE. And the show has evolved from especially if you listen to like the first 3 episodes compared to the last 3, the show completely evolved. And I'm all for evolution. But can't nobody stop you from doing what you want to do. Literally, but yourself. No matter how hard it is, it can be real hard starting off, but it still can be done. Like I said before in the Let's Talk episode, man, I thought you needed all this different shit. Thought you needed all this different type of equipment and stuff. Man, you don't need all this shit. Man, I got a microphone. Man, look, this microphone I got $35.99 off Amazon. Right? I got me a computer that I built for myself 4 years ago. That's what I used to record TNE, and that's all I need. And I got some headphones. Look, the headphones I got are some gaming headphones that I had for 4 years now. I just mute the microphone that come on the headphones that I have, and I use it as the headphones I use to hear and capture my sound and stuff. That's all I use to record TNE every week. So of course I'm gonna get better equipment and stuff like that. But as far as right now, you know what I'm saying, we making it do what it do. As the show grow, I'm gonna get better stuff. But that shit right there ain't important. Look, you can start off with just the simple things to do whatever you want to do. So with that being said, my goal, like I said last year, is to expand the Nirvana experience with YouTube and streaming and everything. The same feeling that I had that was consuming me to start TNE last year, I'm having that same feeling that I'm again, but doing with content. Look, bro, outside of going to work, outside of doing TNE, outside of talking to Jay and all my other friends, stuff like that, all I do is literally listen to music and play video game. That's all I do. For years, my family been telling me, man, why you ain't streaming? Especially my brothers. Like my brothers and my cousins, they were like, why you ain't streaming? Or why you ain't doing this? Why you ain't on Twitch? Why you ain't doing it? And I came up with every excuse in the world. But I'm gonna be honest. The main thing that stopped me from doing Twitch and streaming all that type of stuff was me. I was scared. Very scared. I'm still scared, but I'm finna get into it. Because I ain't no like the main reason I want to create content, it ain't even for monetary gain at all. I want to play the game and share those experiences with people. Like I have the most fun when I'm playing games and I'm playing them with Carl Lee and Jay. Like when we used to play SmackDown versus Raw, they used to be some of the most fun I ever played. And them games 20 years old. And I just want to have those experiences and share those experiences with with y'all. So my goal, my goal is to start streaming. So all right, so let's go into my list of goals. So we finna start with the short term goal. I'm just gonna name a couple. I'm not gonna get into all of them. All right, so one of my short term goals is to get 1,000 followers on TikTok, so I can be able to stream on TikTok. Sometime I stream on TikTok, but I'm primarily gonna be streaming on Twitch or YouTube. I don't know yet. I want to get on my YouTube channel. I want to get 500 subscribers, and I want to get at least 1,000 watch hours. I believe it can be done within a year. I really believe that, especially with the help of the Nerdvanians, with y'all. Those just like some of my short term goals. Here are a couple of my long term goals that I want to do for myself. I want to become a professional streamer, and I know it's easier said than done because I might start off my stream and don't have nobody watching or anything like that. But everybody got to start somewhere. I might like compared to my first stream, might be my first stream might be ass compared to the ones I do after after a couple of times of me streaming. Just like with the Nirvana experience. Look, I started this podcast. If you listen to the beginning and you listen to this episode, it's a drastic improvement. So I got to start somewhere. So I want to be able to become a professional streamer. That's one of them. And another one is to meet new people in the network. Like branch out and meet other streamers and talk to other streamers, and we collaborate and stuff like that. That's what I want to do. And another long term goal that I want to do is eventually it don't even have to be this year. It can be this year, next year. One of my long term goals is to be successful enough to buy a studio for the Nirvana experience that we just can go to and just like create content out of the studio, like get like a little office space or something. So we won't be like so um I won't do it at the house all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like right now I'm in my stage of doing humble beginnings. Well, I'm doing stuff that I have to do to get myself off, and then eventually when I become more successful, we have a place where we can go record. Not just myself, but Jay, Carly, like anybody that that's within the Nirvana experience crew that we can go there and just create content and just do what we got to do. So that's those a couple of my short term and long term goals. And I honestly believe like deep down in my soul that I can achieve that. I really believe it. And like I said earlier, the feeling that I'm getting to record content is the same feeling I was getting last year around about April or May when I started TNE. Bro, before I actually recorded the first episode of the podcast, I was getting consumed by this shit. Like I literally was going to sleep thinking about it, waking up thinking about it, at work thinking about it. Like it was driving me so crazy. I was like, I don't know, I'm finna go on and record it just so I can get it out of my system. And I was scared. Like, but the thing is, I had to get over that. I had to get over that shit. And I just went on and just like I just stepped out there. I had to put myself out there. And that's the thing, y'all. Like when we try to do what we want to do in life, chase our dreams and all that type of stuff, we have to put ourselves out there. We gotta face the whole fears, bro. We gotta take the first step. And that's the scariest part. Man, after I recorded the first episode of TNE, it wasn't even scary no more. I just said, you know what? It's just time to record another episode. But actually recording that first episode and putting my voice out there and letting my voice be heard, that was some of the scariest shit ever. And it makes me happy that like seeing the growth of the show and seeing my growth personally, seeing Jay Jamal, seeing how he grow, seeing how he gets shit done, like all that, like it makes me happy because I know it's stemming from me taking the first step. Now Jay he finna do his own thing on the side, but it's all gonna fall up under the Nirvana experience umbrella, and that's what I like. And like I said, this year finna be a year of nonstop grinding, man. Pause. But it's gonna be a year of nonstop grinding because like every single day that I get home from work, I'm gonna do something toward the Nirvana experience overall. Podcasting, content creating, making videos. I'm gonna work my ass off and do it. I plan on doing my first stream when Tekken come out in about 2.5 to 3 weeks. That's when I'm gonna do my first stream, and I'm gonna stream on YouTube. So, um, follow the YouTube channels TNE Ledesma. Follow J Jamal TNE J Jamal. You know we got the YouTube channels. Um, It's Smoke. That's another person that fall up under the TNE umbrella. Like follow our YouTube channels and what I'm saying, just help us out and come along for the ride. Look, y'all been riding with me so far. Just take a little detour and follow me over here to the other content creator. But yeah, y'all. Look, this is the year of getting our shit done, bro. This ain't even no New Year's resolution type shit. Cause people break New Year's resolutions. What we gonna do is set our goals and achieve these goals. That's what I want to do, and I believe that I can do it. I believe y'all can do it. Like, I believe we can get this shit done. Like, long gone are the days where we go work for people and we don't do shit for ourselves in the end. Look, ain't nothing wrong with having a job at all. But at the same time, we have to do something for ourselves to fulfill ourselves, our own personal goals and stuff like that. We have to do that. And that's what I'm on this year. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Don't let nobody tell, because I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of folks tell you that you can't do shit because they don't see themselves doing it. I found that out from the months that I've been doing TNE. A lot of people who said ain't nobody gonna want to listen to me, or my podcast ain't gonna be successful, or none of that type of shit. Them motherfuckers was the ones who couldn't see themselves doing what I was doing, and they project and they hate on me. Like they really hate on me because I'm doing something that they can't do. Not saying that they can't start their own pod or whatever, but they can't do it like how I do it. That's how I'm coming. That's how confident I am. These niggas can't do this shit like how I do it. These niggas can't do this shit how Jay doing it. They don't got the Nirvanians following them. Like, they can't do what we do. They don't got the following that we got. And then as they see the following grow and get bigger and stuff, like, they at this point they don't even say nothing no more. They just hate from the side in silence. And I appreciate that. And I'm not trying to sound cocky or like I'm talking my shit and nothing like that, but at the same time I am. Because I went out there and I took the first step. Though I said, y'all can be in the same position that I'm in, or do something even better or even greater than what I'm doing. Y'all just have to take the first step and actually go out there and do this shit. That's why I'm happy. I'm happy and I'm satisfied because we're gonna constantly grow and we're gonna constantly achieve goals. We'll constantly achieve goals. I want to get to a point in my life one day where I'm like successful enough and financially stable enough that I'm able to take care of my daddy. That's what I want, because he getting on up there in age, and you know what I'm saying. I want to be able to buy him his dream car one day. I know that may sound crazy to somebody, but they're just one of my long lifetime goals. I want to be able to buy my dad his dream car and take care of my dad. That's what I want to do, and I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna achieve that one day. And like I said, just a year of setting and achieving goals, man. What else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, so I've been seeing like lately. I don't know what's going on with the website, with the analytics and stuff, because I'm not seeing the numbers that I usually see. But I guess it's going on, like something going on. But anyway, I know the show doing successful. I just want to say I appreciate y'all, listening to me, listen to Jay, listening to like all the guests that we have on here. I super appreciate y'all. I appreciate it. And like I said, I want y'all to come along for the ride, bro. Look, I've been so scared for years to start streaming because I always have like I told y'all in the Let's Talks, I used to think I was ugly. I used to have self esteem issues. I used to feel real self conscious about my appearance. But now I'm kind of over that. You know what I'm saying? I look like how I look. I'm not ugly. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm ugly no more. So that's why I ain't scared to put my face out there. You know, put the face with the brand of the Nirvana experience. Um, my goal, like I said, my goal is to get on Twitch and YouTube and stream and stuff like that. So another thing I was scared to do, bro, outside of doing the podcast, outside of making content, one thing I was scared to do is to be honest and be vulnerable with myself. I had to realize and recognize my shortcomings and stuff like that. Bruh, doing this podcast made me realize that it's an audience for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I used to be real self-conscious. I'm like, what if nobody want to hear me talk? Like, what if nobody likes my voice and nothing like that? And I used to be real self-conscious about that shit. And I got over it by doing TNE every week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really thankful to the Most High for putting me in the position where I can be able to do this and I can be able to, make content and stuff like that, because there's a lot of people that's in worse situation that I'm in, and making content is the last thing on their mind because they just trying to struggle and survive. I always thank the Most High for my blessings and what He given me, and what even the stuff that I don't have, I don't too much trip on it, because I know deep down in my heart that the Most High God, He gonna provide for me. He may not give me everything that I want. It may not give me everything that I dreamed of, but I know for a fact, me doing what I'm supposed to do and following his lead and doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to be able to achieve what I need to be able to achieve. I know that for a fact. There's no doubt in my mind. So now I got that confidence in me. Now I got that like that fire in me, because I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go and do this shit because I know God got me. I know the Most High God gonna put me in the position to win. It's just a matter of being in the right places, to being in the right place and doing the right thing to be able to accept what He giving me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not really even tripping over this shit no more. And I had to fight through my insecurities and shit like that. And when I used to hear family and some people who I'm cool with tell me, man, I heard your podcast. It's all right, but when I get on that joint, that's when your number gonna go. I'm like, damn, bro. So you basically just said my show ass, and I'm gonna start doing numbers, and my show gonna get good when you come on that joint. Like you gonna make my show pop. Like you gonna be the reason why I'm successful, and I take real offense to that, because I like, people may think that doing a podcast is like, man, you ain't doing but turn on your computer and get behind that microphone and talking. No, I actually put thought and do like hard work to make TNE like to what it is. Me and Jay, like even though we take shortcuts and like we do stuff with AI and all that type of shit, it's still time out of our day from day to day to put this product together. It's just us, me and him. And we do this shit, like we talk about TNE all week. We try to make shit, like come up with ideas all week. Like, bro, it even got to the point now. Like, I'm so serious about making content, like keeping the podcast going and making my content with the gaming and the streaming and stuff, that now I record up to 2, sometimes 3 episodes of TNE every week. So right now in the chamber, bam, as I'm recording this, I have 2 episodes already pre-recorded. That's going to be scheduled for the next 2 weeks of TNE. So I really don't have to record an episode for the next 2 weeks, but I still want to make content and do it for the podcast. So even though I got 2 weeks of shows, next week I'm gonna record 2 more. So bam. So I'm gonna have three or four episodes in the chamber. So then I'll be able to take a little break and then focus on making the content and doing stuff with the gaming and stuff and like the streaming and stuff while I'm still posting new episodes of the Nirvana Experience podcast to everywhere it's supposed to get posted to. That's where I'm at now. Working nonstop, bro. I got my regular job every day that I need, like, that I go to support myself. I have to do that because I have to have income coming in. So I do that job. Plus, when I get home from work, I get home a little bit after midnight. I get home, then don't matter how tired I am, I'm finna start doing, especially when Tekken 8 come out, because that's when I'm finna start streaming. So no matter how tired I am, I'm gonna come home, bam, stream for about an hour 30 minutes just so I can have the content now. Then I go to bed and wake up to go to work. And then on my days off, I can stream and do a little bit more longer through like during the day so I won't be so tired. Because this is what I want to do. I don't want to work for somebody else all the time and not like being satisfied in life, or what's the word I'm looking, fulfilled, not being like fulfilled. Because what I want to do is make content. I've been wanting to do this for years, but I've been too scared to do it. And now I got the courage behind me, and I got the faith in myself, and I got the faith in the Most High God that I can do this shit. So that's why I'm doing it. Bro, I'm gonna be pushing out content on TikTok. I'm gonna be pushing out content on YouTube. I'm gonna be pushing out the Nirvana experience. And don't think just because I'm gonna be doing the stuff with the stream and all type of stuff that I'm gonna degrade my quality on the Nirvana experience podcast. I'm never doing that. This is my baby. TNE is what started everything. So no matter if I don't stream, I can miss like a week of streaming, like a day of streaming or so, but I'm always make my episode for the Nirvana Experience podcast because this what started everything. This what started everything. So this has my heart. Even though I didn't start it by myself, though I always give Jay Jamal his credit because without his help, this show wouldn't be like how it is. You know what I'm saying? Because like we literally did this together. Like we came up with the I always said I want to do a podcast. I always said I want to do it. It's just the fact that I was just too scared to like do it on my own. And like I said years ago, I posted did it with Carl Lee. I don't know what happened with that. I guess like it wasn't the right time, but me and Jay, like I told him that I want to start a podcast, and he told me like nigga do that shit. Like he the one who pushed me to go on and step out on that ledge and jump and go on and do it. And though I say this both of our show. Even though I'll be the one on it most of the time and all that type of shit because my idea and all that type of shit on the face of it. This his show just as much as it is mine. So like everybody needs a team, and right now he's my team. So me setting goals and achieving them for the Nirvana Experience podcast and even the content, the creation and shit, he benefit from it too because this his shit too. So I don't know what his personal goals are for this year. Because like I said all the time, he's married with a wife and kids. So I know he had his own personal goal that he want to achieve and set professionally and personally. I told y'all all my professional goals that I wanted. And I only told you one personal goal. The one personal goal I told you is about me being there to take care of my dad and buy him a car that he wants. A couple of my personal goals, man. I don't have any children. Hopefully one day I get blessed enough to find me a woman that we compatible with and we be together and we, have babies or whatever. That's one of my long-term personal goals I want to be able to achieve. I want to be able to, like, before my granddad leave this earth, I want to be able to do something like really special for him. Like take him out and just like treat him. I just want to do something for him because he supported me in like ways that I can't even like explain. Like my granddad is like he's like my daddy. Like it's like I have two dads. And when my mama passed on, he unknowingly stepped in and I ain't gonna say replaced her, but he kind of stepped in where her spot was at. You know what I'm saying? So my granddad, he like over the years taught me, especially within the last four years, have taught me so much. Man, shit I never even knew that I can learn. He taught me stuff about the ground ride and the electricity and how to change ceiling fans, working on my cars, and he taught me how to cook like certain foods and stuff. Like even just life lessons that me and him sit around and talk about. And some of my most enjoyable time that I have with my granddad is when it's just me and him, and we just sit around and we just talking, and he telling me about his stories growing up and stuff that he did as a young man growing up. I'm getting choked up thinking about it. Uh, just him just um being there and teaching me. My granddad 81 years old, and he's been around for a long time, and a lot of conversations that we talk about, I could tell he was around before the internet got invented, before the cell phone, the cordless phone. Like he's been around. So like it'd be so interesting hearing from somebody who was actually there during those different time periods about how the world was during that time. So like I said, so one of my personal goals, I want to be able to do something super nice for him before he leave the earth, and I want to be able to take care of my daddy. Um, and one thing that's gonna make me extremely happy is to be able to buy my dad his dream car. Like I know you like kids like want to buy their parents houses and all type of stuff. I mean that's cool too, but my dad love cars. My daddy love cars, and to be able to one day to be like, Dad, what kind of car you want? Like explain your dream car to me, and he explained it to me, and I actually go get it for him. That's I want to be able to do that for him. And if my mom was still alive, my mom was still here, it wouldn't bring me no more. Like I can't even explain it. My mom was still here. I love to just buy her whatever she want. No, like she can tell me whatever it is. If I can afford, I just buy it. No ifs ands or buts about it. But I know my mom's like she's still with me, like spiritually. Like I think about my mama all the time, and a lot of decisions that I make them based off like what she'll think about me. Like man, if I do this, my mom will be like get on my ass for this shit. Like so, a lot of stuff I do is based off what I think what she'll say to me, if that makes sense. Another personal goal I want to be able to achieve throughout this year and next year, I'm giving myself 2 years, is to be able to make enough, money or like assets to have all my nieces and nephews okay. Um them kids, I love all them kids. I love all my nephews. I love my niece. Even though I barely see them like how I want to. Every last one of them, from Jamari, the Dallas, Landon, the ones that both of my sisters pregnant with, my sisters Paige and Keita, they pregnant right now. Um, Josiah, like all my nephews and nieces, Aaliyah, like all of them. Danielle, I love all them kids, and I want them. I want to be able to be in a position to help them have a leg up, um, in life one day. I mean, I know it's their parent job, but I still want to be able to do my part. You know what I'm saying? Um, ain't nothing wrong with wanting to be able to help your family out. Those are the family. They come from my sisters and brothers, and I love all my sisters and brothers. So I want to be able to help them. And if I can do that, because like let's be honest, we finna be real right quick. We finna take a little a detour. When you 18 years old, you don't know shit. I'm just keeping it a buck. When you 18, you don't know shit. You don't know about how money work. You don't know about credit. You don't know about shit. And most people throw their kids out to the wolves when they're 18. Most kids, when they hit 18, they're like, man, I'm 18, I'm grown. But you don't have no money, no common sense, for real. No life experiences, no nothing. So my goal is to put some money to the side for all the kids, just in case they need a lifeline. Not saying that I'm willingly going to be like, look, you know what? Here you go. Because they'll go out there when you young. When I was 18, I was doing all types of stupid shit. And I expect that from my kids one day, and I expect that from all my nieces and nephews. No matter how good kid, no matter how much of a good kid they are, they're gonna do some dumb shit. Everybody do. I just want to be in the position to be able to help them when they fall on hard times. So that's another long term goal I want. Um, as far as my friends go, my personal goal with my friends, Jay Jamal, I love that man like he my brother. Same thing with Carly, same thing with Chris. Even though these niggas rag on me and we talk about each other like as far as like check each other and stuff like that, I love them folks just like they my brothers. Um, Now one of them got kids except for J Jamal. The last time I seen his daughters has been a little minute because I haven't been to his house. But I love those girls too, so I want to be able to, even though it's not my responsibility, but like my faith in God and what I believe, I believe the Bible and I live by the Bible. I want to be able to like have stuff put aside for them too, like be able to do stuff for them too. Those girls, they come from a man and a woman that I truly, truly care about. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I barely see him. I don't have no. I never had no bad vibe from his wife, from Jay wife. She always been like a real cool woman, and she always been able to level James out because that nigga was a hoe before we became like how we was. I was too. Like I was like, look, I ain't trying to hoe shame, but I'm just saying that nigga was, that man was something else. But I know he loved his wife and love his girls, and like I said a couple minutes ago, that nigga like a brother to me. I love him like a brother, and them kids come from him and her. And you know what I'm saying? It's nothing. I just want to do something, for them too. Um, People may hear this and be like, "Man, that nigga crazy. Why he want to do all this shit for folks that ain't even kids? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's between me and God. God know my intentions, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been plenty of times, like y'all heard in Let's Talk, where I went out and above and beyond for my friends and their kids and stuff like that. And I haven't done that for Jay and the girls, but I just know I'm gonna do something for them. Know what I'm saying? I got them. When his first girl was born, I bought some stuff over there and all the type of stuff, some clothes and whatever. Though. But we ain't gonna get into that. All I know is I'm a one of my goals in life is to be able to do something for those girls too. Um, Another personal goal of mine is to get in the best physical shape that I can get. Um, for those people who don't know, I had two back surgeries, one in 2022 and one in 2021. Um, Within those 2 years, I had stopped working, and my back was messed up so bad to the point where I couldn't walk. My back pain was affecting my knees, and every time I took a step, sharp pains would get sent up my back, and my right knee was having issues too. So when I took a step with my right foot, my knee hurt, and it'll send a sharp pain signal to my back. So I didn't do a lot of physical activity. All I did all day was just lay around and just do shit, but like play the game and eat. Those should have been the times where I should have actually been on streaming, because all I did every day, all day, was play video games, like literally. And the only time I left the house was to go over there with Jay and Carly to go to class with our teacher, or I go over their house and stuff like that. But other than that, all I did was game all day. And in that time period, I went from being 270 something to like almost 400 pounds. When I had my last surgery in 2022, I was 380 some pounds. No, I'm like, 394 pounds. And I remember that distinctly because before I had my surgery, I had an outpatient surgery. Um, my doctor was a black doctor. Shout out, it was a black man doctor. Oh shit, his name was Gabriel Park. Shout out to Doctor Gabriel Park. Uh, he looked at me and was like this before I even had the surgery. Like before I had the surgery, like this is going to be a true story. I'm going to say. He looked at me and was like, "Bruh, what do you do on a regular basis?" I'm like, "Nothing. I can't do nothing. 'Cause my back be so in pain." And he was like, "How tall are you?" I'm like, "I'm supposed to be like 6 foot." He put me up against the wall. I was 6'2", and I stood on the scale. I was 394 pounds, 395 pounds. And he was like, "Bro, I'm finna be honest with you." He was like, "I don't even supposed to be doing this." And he was like, "But when I'm finna say to you, it may hurt your feelings." He like, "Bro, you too overweight to be 6'2". He was like, "There's nowhere in here that you 5 pounds away from being 400 pounds at 6'2". And I just felt so bad. At the time, I was 29 years old. He was like, "You 29, you ain't even 30 yet. And you already finna be 400 pounds." He was like, "Bruh, you have to do something. You got to change your diet or nothing." And I was trying to explain to him. He was like, "I understand it." They're like, "But bruh, it's too many black men right now that's dying from stuff like that. You don't have diabetes, you don't have heart disease, nothing like that. You're like, bruh, get your weight under control before you do have those things, and and you have a harder life." And when he said that, I slick got offended, but because I knew he was telling me the truth, that's why I got offended. And folks don't like hearing the truth. And I was like, what can I do? Like, my back be messed up. He was like, "Look, we're gonna perform your surgery today. You have an outpatient surgery. We're gonna perform your surgery, and I'm gonna give you a list of doctors you can go to. A lot of doctors, those are my colleagues, some good doctors." He referred me to one of the doctors I go to, and we got on a dietary plan. And what I did after I had my back surgery, like no bullshit, I said like a month or two after I had my back surgery, I started walking every day, every day in the middle of the summer, just walking. And it used to hurt so bad because I haven't actually walked nowhere in a year because I used to drive everywhere. Man, I used to walk up the street and be pouring down in sweat, back hurting. I'm talking about I'm literally out of breath to the point where I feel like I need an asthma pump, and I don't even have an asthma. I used to cry, like I used to do it by myself because I ain't want nobody to be. I ain't used to be on the phone or nothing. And I used to cry because I used to be in so much pain because I used to be so out of breath, feel like I'm about to die. And I used to listen to Michael Jackson, like, because Michael Jackson's my favorite. Like, y'all know Michael Jackson's my favorite entertainer. And I used to listen to Michael Jackson. And in the midst of me listening to Michael Jackson, I'd be listening to him singing and stuff. And I'm like, man, I'd be thinking to myself, I'm like, bruh, why am I so out of shape like this? Knowing I know the answer. But I was just too embarrassed to, what I'm saying, to admit that shit. I was just too embarrassed to admit that shit. And I used to keep pushing myself, keep pushing myself, keep pushing myself, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. And my phone, I didn't know at the time. I didn't know iPhone had the little step tracker, and I used to watch my steps and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. I started saying short goals. Then I'm like, you know what? My goal is to make it to the end of the street within a certain amount of minutes. I used to fail them goals all the time, no lie. And I just kept at it though. I just kept at it, just kept at it, just kept at it. And eventually I started noticing I'm able to walk up and down that street and my back won't hurt and I wasn't out of breath like I usually be. So I'm like, I'm gonna walk farther. So it just be like a square little circle thing I used to walk. And I started walking it. And next thing you know, I started getting more and more out of breath. The farther and farther I walk, and the more and more I walk. And every day I used to be drenched in sweat, like to the point where like, cause it wasn't no trees around. It was just the sun in the middle of summer. You just be just beaming down on me. I'm just drenched in sweat. And I'm like, and at that point, I'm like, you know what? It's a good thing I'm stretching. I'm sweating because I'm like, man, that's how I know I'm doing something right. Mike Jackson got a song called "Time for a Change," and I used to listen to that song all the time. And it got to the point where I started walking that full blunt, that full little circle thing. And my phone, I don't know how true it was, but my iPhone was telling me you just walk a mile. So I'm like, damn, I just walked a mile. And so it got to the point where I changed my whole diet. All I ate every day was salmon, baked salmon, and mixed vegetables. I used to eat that twice a day. And I used to drink orange juice and shit in the morning. I'm really not a morning eater, so like that. So like for like lunch and dinner, I used to eat mixed vegetables and baked salmon every day. I did that, and I thought, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make it my business to walk this block, this little square circle thing 2 times. That's another goal I set. So within a matter of 5 or 6 months, I was walking 2 miles a day every day, and I went from 394 to like 289 or something like that before I left from over there and came on my granddad's house. And I instantly started noticing me losing weight because first I didn't notice it until my grandma said something. I had came on my granddad's house. My grandma was like, "Craig, what you doing? You starting to lose weight?" I'm like, I don't do nothing but walk. And then my granddad was like, "You'll be surprised how much weight you can lose just from walking." And that was true. I literally walked off all that weight. I walked off the weight because I was too scared to lift any type of weight because my back, I had just had back surgery. So I was too scared to lift anything. So all I did was just walk, 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 walk. And I used to make sure I did it when it was extremely hot outside until it started getting cool out there. And I got on my granddad's house. I started walking around the neighborhood and everything. So I went from being 395 to right now currently I'm like 278 or something like that. 275. Like last time I stood on the scale, like I was like 276, some shit like that. So I know I can be able to achieve the goal to get in a better shape. All I need to do now is work on my diet because I love chicken. So if I can stop eating fried chicken, I'll be good. And I need to cut out drinking these sodas and stuff. Jay Jamal, he a vegan, and that's one of the best things that I think he could have done as far as his eating habits. Because every time I talk to this man about something, when it comes down to like dietary stuff, he always talking about how good he feel, how much energy he has, and everything. So we talked a couple of weeks, like last week, and I was telling him the same thing that I'm telling y'all, and he was like, try eating fruit for a week. He was like, even if you can't do that, try it for 3 days. I did it. I ain't doing nothing but eat fruits all day for 3 days straight, and I had the most energy I had in days. I had you. I ain't gonna lie. I used the bathroom a lot. No bullshit. I used the bathroom a lot, but I had the most energy I had in days. I felt better overall, and everything. I'm like, man, it must be something to this, bro. It got to be something to this. But I still like eating meat. Pause. But then I'm like, bro, I need some chicken or some fish or something. So I was thinking about becoming a pescatarian. Pescatarians eat like fish and vegetables. I don't know if they eat chicken or not. But I know for a fact they eat like fish and fruits and vegetables and stuff. So I was thinking about doing that. So like that's another one of my goals for this year to get in better shape than what I am now. I'm not in the worst shape, but I can be in better shape. Um, but yeah, that's basically what I this episode about. It's like motivation for all of us, me and y'all. Like all the Nerdvanians, like all of us can just like set our goals and achieve them just this year. That's basically what this episode about. That's why I named it 2K24. And bruh, I know if I can set goals and achieve them, especially with me procrastinating and how lazy I am, bruh, I know y'all can achieve any type of goal that y'all set out of attain, no matter if it's for short term or long term. As always, at the end of every episode, I always say I appreciate all the listeners for listening, new and old. If you're a real current listener, I appreciate you for taking your time out to listen to me and all the guests that I have on TNE. If you're a new listener that just found the show for the first time and this is your first episode that y'all listen to, I appreciate you for taking time out your day to listen to the Nirvana Experience. Um, Next week, I supposed to have my sister Jackie on the show. She's in the military and she's gonna talk about her experiences being in the military and the differences between being at home versus being on the base. And with that, I'll see y'all next week. Peace.